so
a little late.
yeah, it's a little late, but honestly, we had no set schedule to begin with. By the way, I do want to say that this song is Flamingo Cartel off of the Pit People soundtrack by Patrick Gattani. The reason I point this out is because the YouTube channel Sound Lagoon, which I believe to be him, uploaded a lot of the songs that he made before they even reached Bandcamp. He subbed to me on YouTube, and that made me very happy since I'm a big fan of his music.
And now he's gonna see this on your YouTube feed, and the first thing he's gonna hear is you like, oh, I'm so starstruck. You follow me on YouTube.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not real starstruck, like the level that I got when I fucking met Chugga Conroy in person this last Too Many Games. But,
oh my god.
If y'all don't know, we are going to be reviewing Neopets. Not the website itself, but, individual Neopets, one by one. And, Ev, is it true that you have not seen a good amount of anything regarding Neopets?
Yeah, I've seen most of Neopets I've seen is people talking about its tragic backstory.
Yeah. I mean,
Pet Simmer Julie has some great videos on it, and of course the Down the Rabbit Hole video is fantastic.
And I rewatched that Donkey video on Neopets like 20 times.
Yeah, I think I've seen that as well.
Stupid idiot 2000, he just, here, eat this knife. Remember that shit?
Yeah, is this what we're gonna do for the whole episode?
Nah. I've decided I'm going to, start us off easy with, a nice, cute little design. One that, there's not much to object to on this. This guy is called a Bloomeroo. And
Boomer alert!
not a Boomaloo.
The Boomer. I'm gonna be fucking chode.
God. Honestly, like,
Think of him.
personally, I think this little guy looks straight out of fucking Winnie the Pooh or something like that.
Yeah, but not in like a great way. Like, you know how all the characters from Winnie the Pooh are supposed to be his like plushies or whatever?
Yeah.
This guy's like his sock.
Jesus. You know, he does look like a sock,
He does.
but
There's a sock that went bad.
I don't really think it's that bad. I really don't.
I mean, it's kind of cute.
Yeah. I've never been a huge fan of Bloomeroos because, you know, the floppy nose is kind of off-putting to me. But, you know, I can see why a good amount of people like this one. A good amount.
I don't like the two hairs either.
Yeah,
Not on
honestly, you're gonna have to get used to those.
Because the presence of hair means the rest of it is skin.
I mean, if I remember correctly, like, there were, like, highly textured Bloomeroos in the fucking Darkest Fairy on PS2.
What?
Yeah, Neopets made a bunch of, like, actual console video games.
Why? That's like how there's actually like 10 fucking Skylanders games.
God, 10?
I think so. There's a lot.
Well, the reason I think that that's, accurate is because, you know...
7. There's 7, which is still too many.
Okay. Yeah, I think that 2 or 3 is fine for that shit. But then again, I've never played Skylanders, so I don't know the appeal.
There
Anyway.
really isn't any.
The point is, this little guy, I'm gonna give him a 3.5 out of 5.
I'll give him a 2.
Alright, fair enough.
Might be a little harsh, but...
Nah. Honestly, I thought you were going to go harsher with the way that you were talking. Next up, the Irie. Now, look at that griffin. Like, it's more like a hippogriff, actually, but, you know. I do really like the, like, I never really stopped to look at the designs of Neopets individually. So I guess this will be as much of a learning experience for me, someone who has played Neopets ever since he was a very small boy, on and off, and literally the first big hit on my channel was a stream highlights on playing Neopets. So, considering all those details, I'd say, you know, I've got a bit more experience. So, these guys, honestly, I've never had one. I don't have any experience with these.
I mean, it's standard, right? Like, it's not breaking any boundaries or anything, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is just kind of a basic hippogriff and a pretty decent, cute art style, I'd say.
Yeah, just give it a... honestly, I'd give it a 4. It's just very pure, but there's not much to comment on.
I'd say, I'll give this the same as Bloomeroo, 3.5.
Also, I think Skylanders is dead.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dead.
It's been 3 years.
Next up, we're going to talk about the Gillert, which, it's just a dog with long ears and a long tail.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there isn't anything wrong with that, but it's just so long.
I mean, people like Furret for being a long dog, too.
Okay, that's a ferret.
It's a long dog.
I will throw applesauce in your face.
It's a long dog.
Okay, whatever. See, this little guy is, probably great if you, don't like wolves, but you like dogs and you don't mind long.
I mean, that's really all they changed from a normal dog, is that and the color.
Yeah, but, I mean...
You know, this is like, in Tom and Jerry.
I should probably add that, Neopets can be painted many different colors. Yes, you paint them, not, like, dye their fur or anything like that. No, you flat out fucking paint them the color you want.
It's not lead-free. Gotta have a turnover rate.
Honestly. Why do you think so many Neopets end up in the pound? But really, though...
It looks like a Tom and Jerry bit where, like, you got grabbed by the ears, and by the tail you got, like, pulled from either direction, but it never went away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, his legs. Do you see that part in his back legs that are so thin?
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of bad perspective.
Just snap off.
I mean, yeah, that does need to be a bit meatier like the front.
Punch. Yeah.
All told, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. Straight
I'm
down
gonna
the
give
middle.
it a 1.5.
Harsher than I expected.
Pretty rough.
Harsher than I expected, but still pretty fair.
Pretty rough.
I'm going to give you one more chance, Ev, before I fucking kick you out of my state.
Pretty rough.
Alright. Anyway, you'll be happy to find that I explicitly sought out a few extra pink Neopets for,
Oh, hell
for you.
yeah.
So, this is a koi. It's literally just called a koi. K-O-I. Koi. And it's just a koi.
Okay.
It's a koi fish with koi fists. Also...
Aren't you sick of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Hold on. Don't you just want to go ape shit?
It even has the red eyes. Like, there's menace in this fish.
Although that might just be due to the, that might just be due to the pink coloration, but, you know.
Oh,
It's
maybe.
easier to see if it's on top of me. But, this boy, I also
cute.
noticed the axolotl, like, tufts
With-
on
yeah,
the
with
sides of
your-
its
or
heads.
something.
I mean, I feel like that adds a little bit more to the design without making it too busy.
But it also has eyebrows, which means this fish has hair.
Fuck, you're right. I mean, those could just be, like, creases, you know, for the, airless...
It's like a flap of skin.
Yeah. Honestly, that's probably still better.
I don't know.
Um...
Imagine having to wash under your eyebrows.
I mean, you already have to wash behind your ears. It's just one
I
more.
know, but that's smaller if it's your eyebrows, you know.
Just get a Q-tip. Done.
And
Boom. Bang. Bippity
permanently
bop.
gooey. Well, what if it's sensitive?
You mean like an erogenous zone? Is
No,
that what
like-
you're trying to go
like-
to? Is
like
that
if
the
you go-
is that the punchline, Ev? Is that
No,
what
like
you're
the
going to?
inside
That
of
it's...
its dick.
All right. Anyway, with the koi, I'm gonna give this a 4. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan, but I can definitely see.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. I like it.
Yeah. Now, next up is the Quiggle. Can I just say something, just a piece of my mind, real quick?
Absolutely.
Ugh! What happened to you, Kermit?
Hermit.
Alright, so it has tiger stripes on its sides. I don't like the fact that it can ball up its fists, and yet it still has those massive Mr. Mime suction cups on its fingers.
Right. And I also don't like how it should have webbing there, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. Let's
It's
also not
very
forget the
noticeable.
ping pong balls glued to the top of its head. which
Yeah. How
I
do you
mean,
blink?
I don't think it does. I think he's just
Doesn't it?
always staring, always
It
watching.
just has to mist its eyes manually.
I mean, some frogs flat out don't blink. That is true.
Gross.
So, I mean,
Well, I guess it's because frogs are always wet.
yeah. So, ultimately, I'm not a big fan of the Quiggle, if you couldn't tell.
Quiggle.
Yeah, that's what its name is, for some reason.
Oh. Worse.
Yeah, this little, smiley bastard is also, you know, just a frog with stripes, and also worse. I'm gonna give it a 1, honestly.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Yep. So, but, I do want to point out, we will be showing some of the originals if they, particularly stand out. So,
Yeah.
Here's the old Quiggle.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I will admit there was a marked improvement.
I don't know. I like this one better, actually.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
I would
charming
own
in
this
its
Neopet.
shittiness. I mean, to be fair though, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of like the leaves coming out of its hands.
You know, classic Quail got dumps like a truck. Thick.
Jesus. I mean,
Look at that.
yeah, it's like the difference between Fat Pikachu. This is Fat Quiggle. We found it. We found Fat Quiggle, guys.
This is reverse bimbofication.
God. Don't remind me about that fucking Tumblr debacle. Anyway, with Old Quiggle, honestly, I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
Old Quiggle gets a 2.
Fair enough.
No, Old Quiggle gets a 3.5.
Makes you that happy, huh?
Yeah, normal Quiggle gets a... You know what? Normal Quiggle gets a 0 now. Modern Quiggle gets a 0 now.
Yeah, in comparison. I'm gonna still keep my 1 for Modern Quiggle, but, you know. So, here's one that I actually have as a Neopet. It's the Bori. Now, I will say, immediately, I love the fucking armadillo armor and, like, thick mole claws. That is a good combination, in my opinion.
Sorry, I have to be silent for the first 30 seconds because I have to wait for it to show up on your Twitch stream. Okay,
You
yeah,
know
this
what?
is
That's
cutie.
fair. Yeah,
It's an armadillo.
I mean,
Like a dog and an armadillo.
to me, the face looks more like a fennec fox.
Yeah, I see that a little bit. It has a
And that
lion
tail
tail,
is,
too.
yeah. Honestly, these pieces wouldn't normally, you wouldn't normally put these pieces together, but when assembled like this in this art style, it fucking works.
It's like Sand Shrew Puppy.
Yeah. He's a little sweetheart.
Man, you know what? I just realized how lazy of a name Sand Shrew is.
You know, at the very least, it's not as lazy as Mr. Mime.
I would say Mr. Mime is a little has a degree of separation.
I mean, Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but...
we're on the Neopets train, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck,
Okay.
Pokemon goes in the trash now. Have you seen Sword and Shield?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo,
I'm specifically referring to the lack of meaningful adjustments and the horrible graphical issues. But let's throw that in the trash, please. I can't. Don't take it back out of the trash, Duvi. You know what your mother told you. Those Pokemon carry diseases.
don't want to catch Pokerus.
That's a good thing, though. It fucking raises
It's the
experience
only
growth.
example of a sickness in the Pokemon universe. That's how idealistic
Fucking
they are.
poisoning. Just call it, like, give that.
Oh, I guess so. But, I mean, poisoning is like an intention. You can't catch poison.
I mean, I guess not.
You're not at like, I don't know, like the start of a Sherlock Holmes mystery. And, like, the guy just goes face down into his food. And you're like, whoa, what's up with it? Oh god, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
caught the poison.
Honestly, I really like this design. 5 out of 5.
Me too. I'm gonna give it a 5. Perfect.
Yeah, he's just a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the Neopets that I happen to have. So,
Okay.
next up, the Elephanty.
The what?
The Elephanty. It has tiny little wings for no real discernible reason. Its big-ass elephant ears look like bat wings for no discernible reason.
This is like, what's her name? Wonder Woman.
No, it is not.
I only say that because the headpiece looks like Wonder Woman's costume.
Yeah, well,
Right?
the
I haven't
headpiece
seen
was
the
supposed
movie.
to be like a fucking bindi or whatever.
Hold on, let me Google Wonder Woman.
But yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. It looks like her headpiece.
You
a
know,
little bit.
that is
I
fair.
guess it doesn't. I guess hers is a star. I don't know. I don't read comics.
Honestly, me neither. Anyway, it has a fluffy tail, which does not feel like it meshes with the design. That
Yeah.
trunk is really fat. That's a fat
Yeah.
trunk.
That's a plus.
I mean, I guess.
The ears seem weirdly small for how big the other stuff are.
I mean, that's true too. Don't forget that they're shaped like bat wings, and she also has regular wings.
Yeah. Like, pick one.
Yeah, pick one, or alternatively, pick neither, because that doesn't add to your design. It honestly just feels tacked on. I don't like how its hoof can fucking scrunch into a fist. Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
that's
Like, the other one's as flat. The other one's as flat as its foot. Just.
Does that mean that this thing can be potentially, like, four fucking legged? Like, four-handed like a monkey?
Maybe?
Oh, by the way, I'm going to, put the original up on screen on the other side. Well, I guess the original design did, in fact, have wings and a fluffy tail. But what the fuck is that? What is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's cute! It's like a
No,
rabbit.
it's terrible. It's absolutely...
This one's a lot more like a rabbit elephant.
Yeah, it's a lot more like a rabbit elephant, but in, like, it does not look right. It looks fucking... Like, you know what? Barring the artwork, which is a very hard thing to do, mind, I think that just design-wise, I prefer the modern to the original. Like, it just feels like its head is way too big. Where's its mouth?
Well, its head is really big in the other one, too. And elephants' mouths are usually that small. Under the snout, or the trunk.
Yeah. I mean,
I like
the original one, it makes sense, like, and is visible, but there's no visible area where that mouth could be. And not to mention, its fucking trunk covers, like, a third of the image.
Well, it's better than the other one being too small in the end.
I mean, I'll give you that. I do prefer the, little helmet, but unfortunately they made it so you can remove that, so, I can't fucking count that. So, original 2 out of 5, no, not original, modern 2 out of 5, original, like, 1.5.
What? You give the modern one more?
Yes!
I'm gonna give the modern one, like, a 2.5, and I'm gonna give the old one a 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright. Man. We are blazing through these, which is good because I have like 60 images in this one fucking folder. Next up, we have the most modern Neopet of them all, which you can tell just by its fucking design being like a little too cutesy. The Vandegeyer. So, when someone said that owl bears are cool, this is not what they had in mind. I'm just gonna say that flat out. It is just
I
an
like
owl.
it. Cute.
I think it's trying. I think they're trying too hard. Like, that turkey tail honestly does not add much, if anything. I feel
I
like,
really like it. I like the fluff a lot. Very good.
I mean, the fluff is very good, but I just can't get over the eyes. The eyes are just, like, too big for its face, you know?
It looks like a like a Lowe's Pet Shop render. Have you ever seen that?
God, you're right! That's why I hate it!
Yeah. Man.
And again, I should probably mention, this has nothing to do with masculinity. I'm reviewing Neopets by my explicit choice.
Oh man, that's I used to play with Lowe's Pet Shop a lot.
I played with a few of them and I was like, this is not great.
They were not very well made, but
No, they
like
really weren't.
I used to, I don't know, I used to when I was little, when I was like fucking 6, 7. I used to take like baths, and I would bring toys that were waterproof into the bath, and I would bring them in. But the thing is to work with the play sets, they all had magnets in their asses, so they would rust over over time. I would never replace them or anything. I was poor, so like,
God.
yeah, I still have some kicking around somewhere. I gave most of them to little sister, I think, at some point.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean that's exactly what this looks like.
By the way, how do you like my bootleg Neopet on the paper? The Zoople.
It's very good.
It's the Zoople.
Super.
I
I like the bib.
Yep. That's definitely what it was supposed to be. A bib.
Their bib or like the Eevee fluff.
I mean, that was the actual intent, but
Okay.
came out looking more like he attached the floating shopping list to his chin.
The ghost
Anyway.
there, his chin's haunted.
The Van Diggeyer, I really just, I don't dislike it, I just don't like it.
It was gonna be a 2, but I think the feathers bumped it up to a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna rate it a 2. The feathers don't bump it up much at all for me. So, then, here's a Neopet that I used to have on Neopets. Oh wow, nice JPEG-y render, Duvi, fucking shitlord. Anyway, this is the Aisha, or Aisha.
This is the geisha.
I don't know, these are supposed to be alien in nature. Personally, I do see an alien comparison.
Yeah. Oh, I know these guys.
Yeah, they're one of the most famous Neopets out there.
You know who they remind me of? Oh my god. Let's see if I can find this.
Well, while you're looking that up, I do like the feelers on top of its head. And
Me too. I like the collar's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I'm
what
not
they
sure
remind me
whether
of. I
or
don't know
not
if you could pop this up on stream.
I'm not sure whether or not. All right, hold on.
I don't know if anyone will remember this.
Let's continue talking about it
Okay.
while I download this.
So,
I do think that the eyeshadow is not exactly doing anything for or against it, but it's definitely distinct, you know? This is recognizable as being a Neopet, you know?
definitely, yeah. It's just off from what an actual animal is.
Yeah, but in a good way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because I don't see any fluffs on it. So I'm wondering if it is also skin.
Oh, it's all smooth. Yes.
Oh.
Look, it's an alien.
Aliens?
Anyway,
That's not a requirement for smoothness.
I mean, that's true, but, you know. But,
Earth is the only
Ev
planet with hair.
Ev thought of these, robot toys.
Yeah, the iCat from the iDog line. While Googling to try and find that image is the only one that I can find on Google image search.
Mhm.
But just there is an iDog wiki, and it may be the saddest, most decrepit wiki I've ever seen.
Oh, no.
The palette is horrid, and there are 6 pages. One of them is the homepage.
God, you need to link that in chat.
There's a poll going on the main page if you guys would like to participate. It's the iPoll. Which iDog product is your favorite? This poll was created at 2:36 on December 11th, 2015.
I thought that you were going to, like, say 2009 or some shit like that, because
So
that
far,
seemed
35
likely.
people have voted. Well, on the iCat page, it says its release year is 2006.
Jesus.
And it has only a couple sentences. There's a product, there's like a product description, which I won't go into. But for its summary, it just says, iCat is an iDog product released in 2006. It was the second product in the World of iDog line after the original iDog.
Jesus.
You know
Anyway,
what's the next product?
What?
It's the iFish.
What the fuck?
And then there's
Yeah,
a
just
penguin.
drop it in water, why not?
Yeah, there's a penguin, which is IC. Get it? And
Yeah.
then there's an iTurtle, which is so sad. The 5th and final product from 2008.
Man. So, last thing before we go, I love its, like, little stubby feet. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
I'm gonna give it a 5. Very good.
Nice.
Very good friend.
It's a very good friend.
Very good friend.
I should
Very good
probably
friend.
mention that
Smooth.
I'm
It's
not
not my-
grading on a curve. Are you, personally, Ev?
No, no.
Alright.
It
Now,
looks like it would eat your extra light bulbs.
let's get back to, Neopets that I'm, not so fond of. This is called the Tonyu, and it's like a rhinoceros lion. And, it does not pull off either very well.
Uh-oh.
It also has, like, a weird beak-ish thing. Honestly, like, I don't like this thing. Yeah, I don't like it.
This is very big. Can we get it off the screen? 1, 0. Get off. We're done.
Yeah, okay. Let's, I agree, that's a 0. That's a fucking 0. Yeah, that is, in my opinion, the grossest Neopet. Do you want to see a Neopet that pulls off some of the aesthetic choices that,
Please,
the
God.
Tonyu failed at? It's the,
Come on, my
Gnorbu,
screen.
which is a little alpaca friend. Same spots on his side, which is weird that that's a fucking trend. But I do like his little floppy, like, almost bunny ears up top. You like this boy? You like this boy?
It's like a llama and a lion and a bunny.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. And
How
he's
have I not seen anyone's persona be this? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up on Fur Affinity. What's it called?
Gnorbu. Gnorbu.
Okay, let's see.
But yeah, he's chunky too, and got like fur coming off of every segment.
He's
So,
very good.
Yeah, honestly, he's not
Okay,
one of my
first
favorites.
result was porn. Second
Oh,
result was porn.
oh,
Okay, and then we got 3 cute ones. And then one that's questionable, and then one that's definitely porn. There's a couple that are just recolors of this image you've got here. This one's porn. This one's the same image of the porn, but it's a little different. This one's cute.
Honestly, this is... like, this... I expected this stream to go off the rails at some point, but, this is early.
This one's a plushie. It's all stitched together. That's cute.
But yeah.
This one is a robot.
I have not had a Norbu, but if I had more Neopets slots than 5, then I probably would include it.
Yeah, it's cute. Well, you can only have... Oh, Jesus. What the fuck?
Okay, you're gonna have to send me that to not put on the stream.
Alright, if you want this in our Discord DMs.
Honestly, I don't want it, but I'm going to have it.
You're lucky for affinity links don't embed. But make sure you don't open this up.
Oh, I'm like...
Look at it now.
My Twitch chat is not visible on... Oh. Oh, cool. Oh.
This is a very bad podcasting, but holy shit.
Yeah,
If you're desperate to know...
if you're desperate to know, fucking look up Norbu on Fur Affinity and just scroll. You'll know when you get there.
It's called Necessities.
I was going to just
quick
say,
shout out,
like...
quick shout out to this porn artist, Brain Sister. This is... Oh, some of their stuff is more recent. Man, they're still active. 13 years and going strong on Fur Affinity. Wow,
Dang.
that is...
Give them a round of applause and then cut it off because they drew that.
A round of applause and no support. There's a lot of pinking the brain content on this Fur Affinity.
Okay, you can stop now. So, I'm going to highlight the other Neopet involved in that image, the Kugra. Oh,
yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
we gotta rate the Norbu.
5.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I definitely have positive feelings towards it, but it's not like one of my faves.
I'm gonna not let this search turn my points down. They get a 5. I don't know why I'm still going through it. Some of this stuff's just sad.
Jesus.
This one's called Shorn with a sad emoticon, and it's one with all its fur shaved off. It's sad.
Oh man.
Why would you draw this?
I don't know. Maybe because, like, I think a lot of people draw that shit as, like, a counterculture thing, like the same kind of way that people draw, like, Barbie getting raped or whatever the shit.
This was only a year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get back on topic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta close Fur Affinity. It's like, it's like DeviantArt but condensed.
Yeah, and also allows actual real porn. For some reason.
DeviantArt has porn.
I mean, it has porn, but it's technically not allowed. It's just like...
Yeah, it is. You can mark submissions as adult.
Eh. Okay, like, I guess I must be thinking of, like, older rules, but, you know. Anyway.
It's been around for fucking decades, so... Anyway, this is cute, but kind of standard. It's very Simba.
It's very Simba, it has, like, that, like, it has real, like, tiger energy, except for the ears, which are just, like, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
This Neopet is a bunch of poopy assholes coming.
Shut up. It's because it's worse nowadays because it's not just an angry video game joke. It's also a Game Grumps joke. So it's like a double whammy of fucking garbage.
I mean, let's be real though. That episode was fire.
I guess. Fucking 5 years ago.
Look, just because
Did
it
you
happened
just call
5
something fire? I thought you were my friend. What happened to you?
You were my brother!
We gotta stop making these references because it's not funny. It's not good podcast.
You're right.
It's like it's because we're in a Discord call. We should get something professional. We should get Skype.
No. We should use Slack for this.
We should use TeamSpeak.
Uh,
Does LinkedIn have voice chat by now?
we should use fucking, like, we should go into Roll20 and use... No. We should go into a Gmod server and just use the fucking voice chat.
I should call your mom's phone and tell her to give it to you so we can talk through that and it'd be better.
Anyway.
I did, because I don't have your phone number, I have your mom's. I don't know how that happened.
Anyway. Kugrub, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
I think it's 3.5.
Alright. I'll have to give you my number after this
Probably.
stream. Because, I keep on meaning to, get yours, too.
It's good, backup.
Let's see, what's a good one to go for next? Oh, Shadow Mindsea. The Mindsea is a monkey. It's a monkey. So
basically, I'm monkey.
Alright. I mean, that meme kinda died, but I'll allow it, I guess.
I still dab in real life.
I mean, the dab will never die. Dab never dies.
I've dabbed in a church, in a cemetery, at my high school graduation.
So, let's go over this one.
Gremlin,
So-
bad.
I mean, yes, but also, like, we got the Too Tough going on again. I
Yeah.
do like that its fucking tail is curled like a chameleon. Did you just see the,
The old one.
yup. God,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
so bad.
It's
It has
like,
a growth on its fucking shoulder.
it's fucking, Porky Earthbound.
It's fucking raw. Put it back. Put it back, it's not done. Also, like, the old one's ears, like, look like butter cookies for some reason, except, like, just the dough, not, like, even fully cooked.
Yeah, I like those cookies. Don't associate it with this monster.
Old one, 0. And, the current one, I don't know, maybe a 1.
Or they both get zeros.
Alright. I think it's... I think that, that's pretty fair. Now, we're going to take a short break, to, review a Pet. What Pet... Basically, the story behind Pets is that, they're pets for your Neopets. Anyway, this is not an official render. All of the official renders are like 10 by 10 fucking pixel. And,
You should have done those. That would have been way funnier.
I mean, yeah. I just wanted to review this specific one for a break. Anyway, this was actually on DeviantArt by Watako. Watakko. And, yeah, honestly, they recreated the render lovingly in, high def. So,
Okay.
just a friend. This one's just a
boy.
friend.
He looks like the like default Google emojis. How they're all the blobs.
Honestly, those are spectacular.
They are. Very good.
I do love the, like, little upturned horns that, kind of look like antenna. It does give off this, like, cute alien vibe. You know, kind of like a Clefairy.
Yeah. Definitely. I have some updates for you after we finish this, by the way. Some very important things.
I mean, feel free to type them in Discord so that you
No.
don't forget.
I'll just pin it on my Chrome. Yeah, this is a good boy. It's like a soft Gengar.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Gengar, but softer.
very good. Give him a 4.
I'm gonna give him a 5.
Very good.
If only the only minigame in featuring them wasn't shit. I'm putting Tonyo back on the screen specifically to torture us both, because we deserve it. And then I'm going to move on to the Jetsam, which is just like a fucking pugilist shark. Honestly, like, look at this bad man.
I just saw you remove the good round boy, and it turned into the lion rhino.
Yeah, I said I was punishing us both.
It was like a sacrifice. Jesus. Alright, yeah, this guy.
This guy chain smokes cigars and fucking eats people alive.
No. Oh, he's not that bad. He drinks beer.
I do love the fucking sharp, almost Biden-like tail that it's got going on there. Like, you could take someone's eye out with that thing.
Yeah, he's got a bottle opener tail.
Honestly, I think this is the most Pokemon that a Neopet has gotten thus far.
Maybe?
I mean, let's be real here, there is some very clear Sharpedo resemblance
I
between
guess
the two.
it's true.
Although this boy is definitely softer than Sharpedo. Sharpedo you can't even get your fucking hand on, or else it'll cut you. This guy, you can probably give him the toy and he'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm probably give him like a soccer ball.
To puncture with his teeth.
Yeah. Sorry, I just found out that there's a Sonic racing game made in the Dune engine, so I'm a little distracted.
Damn. I mean, I played a regular ass Sonic game, like Sonic 3D game. That was my first Sonic experience, and it was made in Doom. And for some reason, our local library had it on their computers natively.
What was it called? Sonic Robo Blast?
Probably.
That's what I'm looking at. It's a Sonic Robo Blast 2. I saw Lithero was playing a Mario Kart in this engine. It's an engine in an engine.
But yeah, when it comes to Jetsam, 3 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4. I like it.
Nice. So, I also featured some rainbow ones, even though a lot of them broke up the outline, because, you know, you just need rainbow. So this guy is a Yerbil. Man, like, I do I love that little snout, but I just, when it comes to Neopets with manes, they just, like, don't fucking strike me the same way that I feel like they should.
I like this one, actually. Looks like it would be like a furry porn site mascot.
Look, I know what I signed on for when I wanted to podcast with you in particular, but
It does.
It's a lot, man. Anyway, it has weird curly, like, those are attached to its head. Those are not horns. Like, those are attached to its face fur.
Hold
like,
on.
are those ears?
I
Do
can
they
see
unfurl,
the
like,
separation?
Do they unfurl like party horns? Congratulations! You're gay!
Yeah. This
I'm
is the
going
plushie
to,
your mom gives you after you come out to her, like your next birthday.
You know what? That's actually sweet. And also, no, you can't find one of these fucking Neopets plushies if you goddamn try. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose.
I turn away from the microphone to breathe.
I have returned.
And this Sonic mod has an MS Paint story.
So, regarding the Yerbil, despite all my criticisms, I'm going to probably give it a 3.5, just because it's, like, that little bear face is so cute.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5 too. That was very good. Just like a gay Neopet. Neopets let me be a gay kid online? LGBT experience on Neopet. I was joking.
Yeah,
Come on,
Neopets
guy.
is actually a pretty surprisingly good LGBT safe space.
I thought they were owned by Scientologists.
Originally, not now.
Oh.
I mean, originally, it was just a bunch of British kids fucking around. And then,
When I Google gay Neopet, the like 9th image search is just a piece of shit. Literally. I don't know what to think about that.
So you want to see a Neopet that you cannot get anymore? This
Yeah,
is the
sure.
Lutari.
Oh. It looks like a Sly Cooper character.
Honestly, yeah, but I like that about it.
It's not bad.
Unfortunately, this is locked to an area that was only accessible through a fucking flip phone, like, downloadable app that you can no longer get.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that area, Lutari Island, is now just permanently covered in mist and inaccessible.
Wow, huh.
So, no future-proofing with these guys, sure. I do like that all this Badger aesthetic going on here.
Me too, yeah. It's... well, it's more Otter than Badger, right?
I mean, there is Otter, like, there is Badger, but you are right, it's mostly Otter. But that tail is, like, not squirrel, but, like, what would I compare that to?
I don't know. It's
A fucking sea slug is what. But, I like its, like, claws. I also noted just now, like, I had the realization, all bipedal Neopets have a single clenched fist.
That's true. What? What happened to my Twitch? Who is this man? Who is this boy? Get this out of here. There we go. Oh, now the sound's back on. Anyway, yeah.
4?
Yeah.
4 is from both of us. Alright, so I'm going to go for my, like, okay, look, I know you're not gonna probably rate it favorably, but this boy is my favorite. It's a Kachik. And,
Bro, is it the one? It's the one? The green one?
what? I mean, it's colored red. You gotta remember, Neopets come in many different colors.
I had a toy of this thing that was green when I was a kid. Yeah, I hate it.
Damn it. Look, I love it so much.
I hate it.
He's just, like, so friendly.
He looks like the taste of a jelly bean that you left out in, like, a hot car.
Those
I don't
still
want it.
taste good.
They're no, it's like a cough drop.
I mean, depends on what type of jelly bean you're talking about.
cherry. Like one of the dumb fruit ones.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is like... if you accidentally left chocolate in the car on top of your graham crackers.
No. How the fuck would you do that? You're like, maybe in the morning I would have a tasty treat.
No, it was an accident. It had to
Sure.
be an accident.
You unraveled it and set it down on your graham cracker. Like, hold this, I'll be right back.
Look, I like it. It's just really simple. It's got... I like its little, like, droopy ears. And I love the fucking tail. Honestly, I give this a 5, and I know you're gonna give it like a 1 or a 2.
I'll give it a 2.
Give it an honest rating.
I'll give it a 2 because it's classic, but like... you know...
Man. Anyway, for that, I'm going to reward you with a pink Psy Bunny. Don't, like, I should probably mention, the spots and the one shaped like a heart are universal among all colors of Psy Bunny that,
Epic.
all base colors. And, this one I also made pink because it's adorable, and I figured...
Absolutely. Love it.
Mhm.
5 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
5
10.
out of 10. That's a 2.5 of...
500.
Alright. But let's analyze why you give it a 5.
I'll give it a 5 out of 5 billion. It fucking sucks.
Watch Kanjin.
It's fluffy. It's cute. It does have that one fist still.
Yeah, it's not even fucking... It's not even bipedal.
It's giving me a menacing look, but like a fun menacing.
Yeah, like,
Like I'm gonna force you to go roller skating. Like that's the look.
or like fucking pre-hibernation week. Like that episode of SpongeBob, you know?
I did not see that episode.
You know, the episode where Sandy forces SpongeBob to do all these fucking extreme sports and puts his life in danger. Like,
I'm telling
real
you, I
danger.
haven't
several times.
watched SpongeBob. All SpongeBob I know is cultural osmosis. I know none of it.
Look, that's fine. That's alright. That's perfectly fine. Anyway, I do, like, this is just a solid Neopet. Like, little
Very good.
paintbrush tail,
It's the only Neopet I would own.
like, own in real life.
No, in general.
Oh. I mean, what about the Gnorbu? You were like, oh, it's so cute!
Maybe. I'd own it just to like feed it to this one.
Alright. So yeah, I'm thinking 5 out of 5 for Psy Bunny, too. So, yeah. We got
Alright.
that under control. Now, we got another double feature. You might know where this is going if you've ever watched Donkey before. This is the Scorchio. It's a little dragon boy.
Mhm.
And, it's, honestly, it's more Puff the Magic Dragon than anything else, and, not in a good way. But, honestly, it is a classic. So, there's only really a little that I can say about it. I mean, I'm not gonna give it any slack because it's a
You already
classic.
showed it. You already showed it for like
Showed
a
what?
second. You gotta put it up.
Showed what?
The old one.
Showed what, Ev? Showed what?
Just do it already, you fucking animal.
Alright, fine, fine. So Modern Scorpio somehow came out of this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, like...
It's so good.
Yeah. Also, like,
Uh,
look at that fucking like heart on its tail. Like, it's just.
the spade, yeah.
Can we just agree that, like, if it was hilarity factor, 5 out of 5 on that one, but if we're considering design, 0?
I'll give it a 1.
Ev, I swear to God, I will.
Look at that smile. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3 just to make it more than the one you liked.
Give it an actual
so
fucking
happy.
rating. Or are you
Alright, I'll
actually
give it a
giving 1?
Oh, yeah, I'll give it a 1.
Alright, I'm giving it 0. And
I'll
original,
give the
like,
modern
actual
one.
modern Scorgio, like, I do like the hooks on its wings and stuff. Again,
He's a little
that
plain.
clenched fist.
I also don't like the scuff, the rough marks on his joints.
Those are probably supposed to be scales, I think, but
No,
it
that's
doesn't
not what
come
scales
across.
look like.
yeah, it doesn't come across.
It's like
I'm
elephant
just-
knees.
I'm gonna give that boy, like, a 2.
Maybe a 2, yeah.
Alright. So, how about we move on to a, much better dragon?
Alright, but after this we have to do the cow.
Honestly, I was
Unless
planning
it's the
on
last
saving
one.
that. Like, I was planning on saving that, but,
Well, how many more do we have?
a lot.
What do you mean a lot? I have
mean a
work
lot.
tomorrow.
What?
I have work tomorrow.
I told you, like, Ev, I told you that there were, like, 60 items in this fucking folder.
60? We've only done like 20.
I mean, 20 in an hour is still a pretty good rate.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to make this a 2-parter. I can't.
Shit. Honestly,
We have
like,
15 more minutes.
man, I'm perfectly fine with making this a 2-parter, like, or revisiting Neopets for another episode. But, you know, this is a Drake, it's just cute. Like, has a little bit of Eastern Dragon aesthetics, a lot of, like, Western Dragon aesthetics as well. Like, you can see the whiskers trailing off behind its head and, like, on the front of its head. Like, it's got a long, slender body, like an Eastern Dragon. But, like, look at the wings and look at the sides of its head. You can tell they really worked their heart out to make sure that this design was good.
Still got fists.
Yeah, but this one's got 2.
Yeah.
This one's got 2, so it's,
They're cute.
Honestly,
Yeah, I love this guy. I love the ears.
Yeah, and the expression, it's like, it's pensive, but it's just like, it's, there, you can tell, this is like nervous, but happy to be here. And I could not imagine a dragon more deserving of a 5.
He's like the like 20-year-old gay cousin at the family party, you know? Yeah, I'll give it a 5. Very good.
And now, for a Neopet that I prefer, despite the fact that it's honestly probably not as good as a Drake, but then again, Drakes are harder to get, so fuck it. This is the Shoiru. He's got fucking Callart's bean head.
Callarts.
Callart's bean head, bean mouth.
Bean.
Bean. I do just, again, simple but effective, in my opinion.
I don't like... I know we made the bean joke, but I really hate the head a lot.
Okay, come on.
It's bad.
Honestly, I do like Like, I do like the way that it looks with the, fucking crest coming off of the back of its head, and, it's just
The
soft.
crest I like.
He's just a soft dragon.
It's not for me.
I understand that. 5 from me, and Ev will give it...
I'll give it 2.5.
Alright, so pretty neutral. So, we'll save, the cow for, the last one of tonight. How about that?
Alright.
Alright, so... Then, here's the Kiko. I don't respect it at all. Like, are those supposed to be claws? Like, also, I should mention that in almost all of the colors, that band-aid is there. It's part of its anatomy.
Like Machamp underwear?
Yeah. Another example of killer's bean. But, you know.
It's like,
It only has a single hair, too.
It's definitely like Poof from Fairly Odd Parents.
God, you're right. But, yeah, apparently these guys all live in a lake somewhere. And,
On the bottom, hopefully.
honestly, I can imagine these, like, hyper-realistic version of these, fucking coming out from the sea and, being like an eldritch horror situation.
I want their whole existence to be the Sonic drowning music.
Honestly, I also should mention, are those fists or are those claws? Because on the left it looks like a fist, and on the right it looks like a claw.
Either way, it's gonna beat the shit out of you.
We are going to beat you to death. 0.
Did someone put Mac? Yeah, 0. Someone
Yeah,
put
I know
Mac
that some
Knight.
people are gonna like Kiko, but you're objectively wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly, we might have actually gone through like 30, 35 of them. So here's the Usul, or Usul. I can't remember which. This little fucker is, it's a thing. I mean, oddly enough, in Neopets, there is a Usul celebrity that, is literally just a Usul, and it fucking named Yosuke, and, it's basically Barbie in Neopets canon.
Huh.
This, I mean, it's just basically a worse squirrel than in real life. That bow is part of its anatomy, like, the hairbands, making its ears into ponytails are part of its anatomy. It looks like a chipette, just, you know, before fucking surgery, honestly.
It's not so bad.
I don't like it.
It has redeemable aspects.
I disagree. Also, one fist. Can we just, like, get a can I just make a picture of all of the Neopets with with a single fist out, and
They all have that look too. They're all gonna like, I'm gonna punch you in the stomach.
I'm gonna beat you to death anyway. I'm gonna give this a 1.5.
I give it a 2.5.
Alright, so, you wanna, like, when I was showing Mira some Neopets before this stream even became a thing, One of the Neopets that really struck her was this bug Neopet, kind of like an ant, called the Rookie.
Huh.
And I can't see it, but hey, you know, to each their own.
Yikes! Yeah, I don't like this.
I mean, no, I don't either. I feel like Neopets. I will say, Neopets designs don't get too busy. Like, almost never are they like busy. You know?
This one is pretty busy though, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like, the feet are like weird. Honestly, drill shaped. Again, Callard's bean. Its antennae are probably the only factor that I can definitely say works.
The antenna are alright. I mean,
it's not gonna salvage it. It's just, you know,
yeah.
a good part in an ocean of, like, and the abdomen, it's not the chest, but the abdomen itself. No, the thorax, excuse me. The thorax looks fine. It looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they did anything wrong, I just don't like it.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah. Alright, this next one's gonna have to be the last one, because you have work.
Alright, so. This is a cow. And by the way, I'm not pulling a speak and spell. That is literally what the cow is.
K-A-U.
Yeah. K-A-U. This little fucker is, not exactly the greatest, but...
I like it a lot, actually. It's standard, but it's cute. I wish the other nostril was pointing in the same direction at all. It's the other one.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's just flooping off.
It breathes in two directions.
Poor thing. And the
Yeah,
muzzle doesn't even
honestly.
cover the whole mouth.
Yeah. Anyway, Macy Gray is in Neopets, or was in Neopets.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of like a mean joke against Macy Gray, right?
No. Here's the thing. She was not named the cow. It literally was the Macy Gray, and they changed it to a cow later on.
Can't imagine why.
Scientology, like the Church of Scientology, when they acquired it, had changed it to.
Man, those guys are wusses. Have you heard I Try? Cause I'm just saying.
Man.
Oh, what a good song.
Macy Gray gets a human out of 10. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna rate that shit. But the
Well,
cow.
hold on. There are things to discuss about Macy Gray.
Okay. Yeah, there are things to discuss about Macy Gray, but not in a fucking visual design podcast.
No, there
Ev,
are.
No,
Look,
we're
pull
not.
her back up. Pull her back up, because there's some I need to talk about.
Is it the ray gun? Is it the
It's
fucking
the ray gun. Why?
I mean, also, why does she just have, like, slug for the bottom?
Yeah, she doesn't have legs.
I'm not going to rate this as a design, because it's not a design. They did not design this character.
They created Macy Gray, and then they went back in time to supplement their OC into fame. She was on that podcast, that Maximum Fun Network podcast, actually, recently.
Which one?
I think it was Heat Rocks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was, like, dreading, because of the fucking Neopet, that you were going to say Beef and Dairy Network.
Nick Offerman was on that.
Really?
Yeah, he played like some survivalist guy. We should stop talking about random shit and end the show.
Honestly, yeah. So, Eventually, we're going to come back with more Neopets stuff. But for now, thank you for watching. And next episode is going to be Smash Brothers Smash Brothers stages from Ultimate.
Okay, yeah, epic.
Have a nice one, everybody.
Epic.